Well, it looks like Marvel's Avengers will be shutting down in the near future. They're going to be doing a lot with the game, but let's just dive right into this one. That's right, Marvel's Avengers is dead, or it will be soon enough. This was first broke by Miller here, who I'm not familiar with Miller, but he broke it ahead of the official announcement. He's been quoted by a whole lot of people, and Marvel went ahead and just said, you know what, it's time to do the announcement, and they posted the following: an important announcement about the future of Marvel's Avengers. And then they have this blog post that, ironically, the blog post was hit so hard that the website actually went down for a period of time. So this is the final update on the future of Marvel's Avengers, because it will be shutting down sooner rather than later. Let me make the text a little bit larger. To our amazing community, after 2.5 years and introducing 12 of Earth's mightiest heroes, following update 2.8 on March 31st, 2023, we will no longer add new content or features to Marvel's Avengers. All official support for the game will end on September 30th, 2023. Even after official support ceases on September 30th, both single and multiplayer gameplay will continue to be available. See below for more information. Update 2.7, which added the Winter Soldier hero and Cloning Lab Omega level threat, is the last new content to be added to the game. No new cosmetics are coming to the marketplace, and all final balance updates will occur in Update 2.8 in March. Along with the end of development, we'll also be turning off the cosmetics marketplace. When Update 2.8 launches on March 31st, 2023, credits will no longer be purchasable, and all remaining credit balances will be converted into their in-game resources to aid ongoing adventures. Here's a table with the resources that will be granted based on existing credit balances, and then they sort of do a breakdown of how your credits are going to translate. Now, I'm actually one of the people that played through the entire campaign, believe it or not, of Marvel's Avengers. And this is, I don't know what, Anthem came along and I was very excited about Anthem. I thought it had a chance. EA shuts it down. Marvel's Avengers comes along and they have the Marvel license. And you would think they'd be able to figure something out to make this sustainable. But in my opinion, the combat just gets really, really shallow. And using that sort of cookie cutter approach where everybody has the base abilities, but it sort of branches out from there, it just didn't work. There was just something about it that wasn't quite where it needed to be. And that's really unfortunate. And I have to imagine anybody who was working on this game, who was passionate about Marvel's Avengers and excited to work on this project, has to be having a pretty tough day hearing that it's going to shut down. So what is going to happen with the game in the near future? Well, let's continue reading. As a show of our appreciation for our community, starting March 31st, 2023, we will make all the game's marketplace, challenge card, and shipment cosmetic content available to all players for free. Every single outfit, takedown, emote, and nameplate from the marketplace, challenge cards, and shipments will be free for all players from this date onwards if you own a copy of the game. I have to imagine anybody that spent real world money on that stuff is going to be kind of pissed off about that. The fact that they're just like, yeah, everything's available for free now. Just do whatever you want with your characters. I just played through the Winter Soldier update and we posted that gameplay over on IGN. And I remember just being locked out of like even a different emote for the character. It was very frustrating. And, you know, it has its gameplay loop or whatever, but you're just kind of mindlessly mashing your button. It just didn't hit the level of a Destiny. And rarely does a game like Destiny come along. And I'm starting to question if any game could ever replicate the success of that product again. Let me know in the comments below if there has been a game like Destiny since Destiny that has managed to succeed and continue succeeding. Maybe Monster Hunter is the best example off the top of my head. Anyway, I'll continue on here. Gifting the full library of Marketplace Cosmetics content is a way to thank our community by letting everyone experience the breadth and depth of content in Marvel Avengers. We know this is disappointing news as everyone in our community has such a connection to these characters and their stories. We're so grateful that you came to this adventure with us. Your excitement for Marvel's Avengers from your epic photo mode shots. I actually did a bunch of photo mode shots. I forgot about that. They had like a beta and I released a whole bunch of those. Their photo mode was pretty strong in that game. They utilized the flight for Iron Man. I believe one of the people who worked on the flight design for Iron Man discussed how they utilized a lot of the Anthem flight animations, and it looked really good. But yeah, continuing on to your threads theorizing who our next heroes would be, to your Twitch streams, has played a large part in bringing this game to life. We hope you continue to play and enjoy Marvel's Avengers. We can't thank you enough for your support and for being a part of our super team, Marvel's Avengers development team. And they go on from here to discuss a few of the other points. So it's your questions answered. We're going to get to that in just a second. But as you may know, I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel. And if you like my videos, even the ones where I talk about Marvel's Avengers, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when my content posts. I really appreciate it and would help the channel grow. Continuing on, your questions answered. Who made the decision to end support for the game? The decision was made in conjunction with our partners that now was the right time to make this change. When will it end? September 30th. Will I still be able to play the game solo? Yes, all content will be available for solo play and will continue to be available after September 30th. Will I still be able to play with my friends? Yes, multiplayer will still be accessible and support discontinues on September 30th. Multiplayer will continue to require Xbox Live Gold on Xbox platforms and PlayStation Plus on PlayStation platforms. Will single and multiplayer play be available forever? The changes we are making to how the game functions will ensure as long a life as possible. However, after September 30th, we can't guarantee that we will be available to address issues that occur due to unforeseen circumstances. They're pulling all support for the game. Think about how much money they had to dump into this. So they got the license for all the characters. They're able to make a Marvel game. There's an agreement with whoever is greenlighting it. Sony paid for exclusivity rights to Spider-Man, and now they're just blowing the whole thing up. Like, it's just going to go away. It's bizarre to me that Marvel's Avengers could launch, what was it, a year ago? Maybe 2 years ago? And they're just like, it's dead. Anthem, same thing. It's dead. Stop launching live service games if you don't understand how much support it takes to make a game like that. I think Bungie has a massive team, and even they constantly are getting negative feedback from their community, but they had a base system that has worked for almost a decade now. And a lot of people wanted to cash in on that, but I think when you start looking at the server cost and all the costs associated with making a product like this, you realize, like, you know what? We're going to pull the plug on it. And that's what Square's doing. Square has talked about how they're trying to consolidate, though. So I have to wonder if this is a further effort to be sold to somebody. And the rumor that I've seen, just on the Twitter sphere and on news sites are, well, I think we all know that Sony is the one everybody thinks it's going to be, but who knows if they're even going to sell. I'm just kind of rambling right now. Let's continue on. What happens between now and September 30th? Well, the game will continue to run as it has until March 31st. At that time, Update 2.8 will launch with the game's final balance changes, and all Marketplace challenge card and shipment cosmetics will be made available to all players for free. What happens when Update 2.8 goes live? They just said the answer. We will give all players access to all Marketplace cosmetics, including every outfit, takedown, and nameplate that were previously purchasable with credits. In addition, all cosmetic items previously earnable through Hero Challenge cards and shipments will also be made available to all players. This just reminds me why I don't spend money in these games. I don't spend money in, like, what's the game? Fortnite. I blanked on it. I don't spend money in Destiny 2. I spent money in Destiny 1, but then I just realized, like, this game's going to just die someday. They're just going to boop, shut the servers off. And, like, why did I buy all that stuff? I don't come to, I just stop. I've played hundreds of hours of Marvel Snap at this point. I still even haven't spent money in there. And that game's probably going to be around for a long time anyway. Will I still be able to buy the game after March 31st, 2023? Yes, you can still buy it. you, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can still buy it and support nobody because there's nobody working on the game anymore. It's dead. So yeah, the game will remain available for purchase through September 30th, 2023, and at retail while supplies last. I'm sure they're going to last. No new digital purchases of the game will be available after September 30th. If I buy a pre-owned copy of the game on disc after September 30th, do I get all the free cosmetics? Yes, everyone who owns the game will get access to the same suite of free cosmetics. If I delete my digital version of the game, can I reinstall it after September 30th? Yes. Okay, that's interesting. However, as noted above, after September 30th, we can't guarantee you'll be able to access it. Interesting. Like if their server flips off or something. Why are you giving away all the marketplace content for free? We wanted to show you players how much we appreciate you. Okay, whatever. I mean, it's a nice gesture, but the game's dead. Will events like the Red Room Takeover still run? Yes, so they'll still do rotation every 2 weeks. Will any new stories, features, or heroes be added to the game? No. No, nothing will happen. Will there be any additional bug fixes? Oh, interesting. We may deploy bug fixes after bug fix patches after 2.8 and before September 30th if needed. However, we can't guarantee we'll be able to make any changes. They're not going to do anything. After September 30th, 2023, if something happens like my save gets corrupted, who do I contact? We will no longer provide support for Marvel Avengers. They're pulling everything. So like, I know they're answering questions here, but it's pretty obvious to me. It's like, hey, we're pulling the plug on the servers. Like, don't expect any help. And likely, I don't know what the development team went to work on after this, but I guess we'll see. What support will be discontinued? Everything. We will no longer add new content or provide customer support for the game. In addition, it will no longer be available for purchase after September 30th, unless you go buy a physical disc, right? What about outfits that are earned in-game through missions or challenge cards? Cosmetic items will still be earnable via the cosmetic vendor, mission rewards, and patterns. All other cosmetics are just given to you. Is anything happening to the cosmetic vendor? No, they'll stay. What happens to my credit balance? And then they show the translation here. Any refunds? This announcement does not alter any standard refund policy, so no. Will Spider-Man remain a PlayStation exclusive? Yes, he will. So yeah, if you ever want to play Spider-Man, I guess find the disc version in Walmart or something and get it. Will shipments still be active? No, the shipment system will be deactivated and all cosmetics available through the shipment system will be granted to all players. I don't know what the shipment system even is. Anyway, will Marvel's Avengers continue to be available on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus Extra? It is available on both, and all the changes discussed in this blog will apply to the Game Pass and PlayStation Plus versions of the game as well. For any updates, stay tuned to Xbox and PlayStation social channels. You know, that last note's kind of funny. So they're going to leave it on both PlayStation Plus and Game Pass as far as they know. Now, there was a report on Insider Gaming about why this possibly could be happening, right? Tomb Raider to be revealed as Marvel's Avengers dies, it's claimed. I'm going to refresh here. Just make sure there hasn't been an update to the story. So that was today. A report has surfaced claiming that Crystal Dynamics is preparing to cease all development on Avengers, which came to be. Instead, they're going to refocus its attention, zeroing in on the upcoming announcement of an all-new Tomb Raider title, which, according to the report, should take place later this year. It comes as no surprise, as from the day it dropped, Marvel's Avengers has been plagued by bad press and unfavorable reviews. Could we see a new Tomb Raider revealed in the coming months? I mean, honestly, a new Tomb Raider would be great, but the last three, the first one was good, second one was pretty good, the third one, I believe, wasn't quite as popular. But here's what that original report said. It still had plenty of irons in the fire when it came to content. For instance, there were all new game modes, maps, and apparently a scheduled clash with Ultron, one of the most iconic villains sometimes in the Marvel universe. There was a bunch of stuff planned, but now they're just going to delete it all and focus on Tomb Raider. So It has almost been 30 years since the first Tomb Raider game was released on PS1, and by today, it remains one of the most popular action-adventure franchises in the business. I don't know how all that is sales-wise. Everything I hear about all games these days is they fail to meet sales expectations. Like, something has to change in the gaming industry. Stop chasing trends. Stop chasing crypto. Like, I haven't seen a majorly successful crypto game that isn't just people trying to farm crypto. So that was a trend that was chased, and it caused a lot of problems in the industry, to say the least. The Destiny model was chased, and clearly it failed to hit expectations, and now Avengers is gone. So I'm sure nobody is that upset who's watching. I know you guys don't usually watch these videos. I actually played through the campaign. I played some of the DLC characters. I played the Winter Soldier. I'm blanking on his name. And it's just unfortunate to see another superhero adventure game have its potential squandered, for lack of a better term, just because of, I don't know what it is. Is it a support issue? Did it come out too quick? At the end of the day, I guess we'll never know until like 10 years from now when somebody spills the beans. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Why did Marvel's Avengers fail? Tell me about it in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. If you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you very much. Half of you aren't subscribed, so hit that subscribe. Help me hit that goal. Thank you so much to the members for supporting the channel and letting me make these videos. I really appreciate you. You can click that join button right down there if you would like to become a member. And I'm going to get out of here. So check out this video. I'm going to push the Minecraft Legends video again, because that game is actually going to be kind of cool, I think. So check that out. I'm going to get out of here. Bye for now, everybody.